I want to make this very clear. Can't nobody tell your story but you. I don't give a damn what you seen, what the devil done showed you. I don't care. I went from having it all, working, being able to take care of my kids, having everything on my own, not ever needing no man. I was on my city girl shit. You feel what I'm saying? And not to say that as saying like, oh, F niggas or F men or whatever. No. I love men. I love kings. You understand what I'm saying? But when I went down to that dark ass road and I lost that 80 pounds and I was on Molly's and I was drinking every goddamn day, you feel me? I damn near, I did overdose. You feel me? My family didn't know nothing about that. My father, I even hid that shit from my father. He started to see it because I was losing weight too. I was losing weight rapidly. I ain't gonna keep, you feel me, touching bases on what happened and all that stuff, even though that's the things that made me who I am today. You feel me? Those are blessings to me. All those lessons that was bad for me, them dark nights and all that shit, I don't look at that shit as, oh, I hate them people, or, you know, I don't like them people. I had to learn. You understand what I'm saying? I can take accountability for the things that I did, but for a motherfucker to sit and try to make it seem like, oh, you know, I didn't have no part in that. Yes, you did. You did. It's just that I didn't let you know because I hid it. I even hid myself from the world. So before anybody want to sit around and try to tell somebody's story and try to make it seem like you know what you're talking about, please take a look at yourself. Because one thing about me, I ain't never judged nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I've always been a good person. I've always been kind-hearted. I've always been the type of person to give the shirt off my back. I've always been sweet and kind. But where I live at, you can't be sweet and kind to these people, man. They will run over you. Look at what they did. Sucked my ass up, dry like a raisin. Stomach looked like a damn raisin. Looked like I had damn stretch marks. And not saying it's anything wrong with stretch marks, but I don't have stretch marks. Look what it did. Made me cut off my hair like I'm Britney Spears. I ain't got time for this shit. I do not got time to be sitting there crying, depressed. I don't care. I'm fat and I love it. You know what I'm saying? I was with somebody that wanted me skinny as a goddamn bag of bones, you know, to a motherfucker. You're too fat, you're too skinny, you're doing this, you're doing that, for a motherfucker to be doing everything else. No. And I got way worse pictures than that, y'all. It was bad. I went on my spiritual journey when I got pregnant with my son. After I had my son, that's when I started touching tarot cards. I've never touched a tarot card before then. And I put that on my life. Never. Now, when I was young and I was in school, I used to read books about numerology and, you know, witchcraft and stuff like that, just to learn, like, okay. And I knew, see, when I was growing up, I felt like those were the things not to do. You know, don't get into them type of crafts. And I used to look up white magic. You know what I'm saying? I knew what dark magic was. You feel me? But I never participated in those things. But after I had my son in 2020, and when I touched them tarot cards, I believe it was 2021, that's when a ton of bricks hit my ass. I said, what the is going on here? It's like I opened the book of hell. And it sent me on the most effed upest journey ever. But at the end of that dark tunnel was a light. And look at your girl now. Done grew all her hair back naturally. And let me tell y'all something. I done cut my hair off so many times. That wasn't the first time. I think the last time is 2024. Last time I cut my hair was in 2022. My hair was still short. I kept cutting it because I was still going through shit. I was going from shelter to shelter. I was leaving people left and right. People that didn't sit well in my spirit, I left. I didn't give a damn. And these the same people that when they didn't have nowhere to go, they stayed with me. Never ever made them feel no type of way. The same people that I thought that was my friends, the same people that I thought really had my back, the whole time was snakes in my life. So don't ever think that I'm sitting over here lonely, depressed, sad. You feel what I'm saying? I am grateful, man. I have a lot of more gratitude than I've ever had. And my little alone time that I have with spirit and with God is my alone time. I'm not doing things your way. My family didn't even know what I was going through, because I'm telling you right now, if my family knew what I was going through, I wouldn't have been on no YouTube doing nothing. I would have been somewhere in a rehabilitation center. You feel me? Real shit. And the only person I would say honestly that was really there for me was my father. When he came to come see me that last time when I was high as hell, and he looked at me and he said, you're going down the path of your mother. And when he said that, I just was like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do that. Even though I don't really know too much about the path, and I don't want to know, because that's her path. I got my own path. But I will never dishonor my mother. I will never feel no type of way about her. I will never say her name in vain. I will never speak ill over her, because she made me, and without her, I wouldn't be here. So I wanted to say, don't ever get it messed up thinking that you know my life, or thinking that you gonna make fun of me, or thinking like, oh, she used to be like this and she used to be like that, because you don't know me. You don't know what I've had to endure. You don't know what I've had to deal with. You don't know the people that was brought into, woo, like, woo, make you look like goddamn Cynthia doll from the Rugrats. See, I can laugh about it now. And to be honest with y'all, I used to crack jokes about it when I was depressed. And my homegirl used to tell me that shit not funny. And I used to be like, shit, it is to me. I laugh at my own pain. You can't laugh at me, because I'm already laughing at my goddamn self. So try that with somebody else. Try it with somebody else that's a little bit more weak. Because one thing about me is I'm a tough cookie. I'm strong. And if I can get through this, anybody can. Anybody can. And hell yeah, I was naive through the way. Hell yeah, I led with my heart. And my only advice to that is be yourself. I can't sit here and tell you can't tell a person that is kind-hearted and nice and that's how they are, that they need to stop doing that. That's who they are. You can't put me with a pack of wolves. You understand what I'm saying? You could put me with a pack of wolves now, because I had to learn. But I'm still going to be who I am. You ain't going to make me evil. That's not going to happen. That ain't gonna, I don't care what's been done to me, who did what, none of that. You're not going to make me evil. You can't. It's not in my spirit to be that way. I'm sorry. Now, for you to have a backbone, yeah, I believe in that. Some people, you got to grow one. I just wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised to treat people the way that they do. I wasn't raised to do people the way that they do me. I was raised to always give it to God. I come from a praying family. Understand? So before you judge somebody, before you talk about somebody, make sure you take a look in the mirror first. Because a lot of people that look done up and everything is glamorous, they ain't glamorous within. Because look at how I looked on the outside, but in the inside, I was a beautiful soul. It's a lot of people that look good on the outside and they ugly as shit within. Remember that.